That's right, and we're back. We're live on Chicano Tube. We're live again on Chicano Street, your favorite Chicano stream on the internet. Mikey, the voice of La Raza on YouTube, is back once again. I appreciate you guys, man. Do me a favor. It's a couple buttons right there, man. You can hit that peachy like button right there. That helps the channel. So that's for the supporters. That helps the channel out. Hit that pinchy like, man. Smash it right now. Maybe I'll remind you at the end to smash it one more time. It really does help us in the algorithm. It helps us reach wider and wider audience. I appreciate you guys' time as well. And again, right next to it, there's a chinga tu madre button. That one is for the lames, the weirdos, the fakes, the frauds, the hypocrites, the chomos, the predators, overgrown ass, goofy, talking, loud, tough guys with glass jaws. Damn. That's a long-ass description. There's a chinga tu madre button right there. You got to pay to play. Do something, baboso. At least hit that pinche chinga tu madre button. And, of course, to all my day oneers, you can hit the hype video. Once you hit the like, the hype video comes up automatically. So it's easy. Just stay in the same vicinity, like, and then hit the share when it pops up right below it. And then, of course, you could hit the share, which shares it to social media, etc., right? Anyways, without further ado, man, I appreciate you guys. Let's go ahead and talk about this one, man. I'm really excited about this one, man. This is Stockton, California's own Stockton, California influencer Denise Aguilar's new podcast. Democrats, beware. It's a little running inside joke with me and mi amiga Denise Agalar, which, you know, starting her own podcast platform was just a matter of time because she's a very highly intelligent individual. But not just that, era pinche chola la cabrona. So, you know, when you're a fucking cholo and all of a sudden you get into politics, don't fuck with that person right there, because not only are they street savvy, but they're also politically savvy as well, right? So anyways, let's go ahead and talk about it. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up on the screen right now. This is the new podcast right here from mi amiga. It says right here, Denise, the informed mama, man. I'm so pumped for you, amiga. If you're watching this, I'm so pumped. If you ever need me, you graced my podcast 2 times, amiga, plus the town hall 1 time. I would love to go ahead and go over there. And again, I know where you stand, amiga. I think the internet knows where you stand, right? We do share some common beliefs as far as, you know, conservatism and stuff like that. But that's just because I believe raza in general, Mexicans, right, in general, are like that straight from the motherland. No one wants to debate me on that. I don't, because you'll have no points. I mean, there's nothing that you can bring up that says, you know, that taking God out of everything is what La Raza wants. You'd have to lie through your motherfucking teeth and really twist the scriptures in order to prove that point. But on and on and on. This is not a political show. I just want to go ahead and give some flowers over here and give some background on mi amiga while she got what's going on over there. So let's go ahead and read it, though. It says right here, it says, connect with me and my podcast. Denise, the informed mama, says, I have so much love and appreciation for you guys for supporting the work I do to advocate for children, to advocate for families, and to advocate for freedom. I love that. I love that. I love that. Why do I love that? Well, for one, it's the first part, man, to advocate for children. Look, listen. Gente, this is some real shit. This is not, oh, YouTube yarda and grab the pedazo and all these fake tough guys and all this other shit, right? This is some real shit. Look, California is one of these states that tries to just push its, you know, bully other states into believing what they believe. And if not, they brainwash people on the internet to call people a racist and you're a fucking bigot and you're a pendejo and all this other shit. When, trust me, la raza, we're no somos pendejos, man. We can see a politician's slippery little fucking tongue coming every 2 or 4 years to get our vote. So, no somos pendejo, right? What we care about is policy. What we care is how are you going to improve our life? That's it, man. It's the lesser of the 2 pendejos, whoever's running for president. We're going to pick the best one. We're going to pick the one that we think has some brain cells in his head and not a pinche vendido. Even though, again, in politics, most people are vendidos, right? That's why I tell the people, don't hang off a cliff. Don't hang off a cliff on any politician. I never have. I never will. But when it comes to vote, I'm going to say it with my chest and let you know exactly who I think will move the raza in the right direction, period. And if you get mad because of his race or his color, I would take a look in the mirror myself if I were you. Because if you're getting mad at someone's race or color, you must have missed the whole Martin Luther King's message on what he lived and what he died for. I suggest you go back and watch some of his fucking videos, documentaries, or his sermons, right? If you're talking about race and color, because it's 2026, man. We're too old for that shit. I mean, we're too progressed. We've gone past that shit. But, mi amiga, anyways, back to the Stockton, California influencer. Here it is. Connect with me on my podcast. Look, there's several different ways to connect with her. You can go ahead and go on X, which is now, since Elon Musk took it over, has a whole lot less censorship, a whole lot more freedom over there. You won't get struck down or anything like that. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. You could watch her on Instagram, even though Instagram is Google and it is YouTube and it's all those pinche gente, which is Silicon Valley and you know, over here, it's all them. You can go on TikTok. TikTok is from China, but it is what it is. But here are all the different handles. And on YouTube, it's called the California Brief. Maybe that's where you'll be seeing me go over there, right? Again, politics aren't my thing, but I don't have a problem telling you what the fuck. You know, I don't have a problem telling you what's on my mind. I don't have a problem telling you what's on my heart, or if I've researched something, what's the best thing. I don't. For one, no tengo pelos en la pinche lengua. Two, I don't give a shit about comments or what people's opinions. I got that out of my system a long time ago because I grew up poor. I grew up in poverty. I grew up on food stamps, government cheese. I grew up with roaches. I grew up in the hood. And that's why the hood doesn't impress me, because I grew up in the hood. The hood impresses lames. The hood impresses squares. I'm not talking about anyone that's down for the hood. I'm not talking about anyone who's putting in work. No. That's the street shit. Whatever you do in the streets, do it all the way, man. Do it all the way and do it right, okay? Because if you don't, you ain't going to be staying in Salas no more. You're going to fucking have to get out of town, right? So, yeah, she came and grew up in Stockton, California, and grew up in the hood. But children was something that sparked her political interest, because they're trying to tell people in California that you got to have 6 motherfucking jabs. And on top of the 6 fucking jabs, you need to get 6 more boosts. So you got a total of 12. And she co-founded Mama Militia and other nonprofits to say, wait a second, why don't the people have a choice on this? And now we have RFK, who just stepped into office, which is one of the Kennedys, which was crazy that one of the Kennedys would flip sides, blue to red, right? It was what it was. It was crazy, right? Because the Kennedys have always been blue, but they were in a time where blue was almost like red nowadays. That means back then, the blue was more God and country, freedom of speech, and protection of rights. And now, you know, it's more about, you know, the rainbow mafia and chirujos and sex changes and boys and girls bathrooms, and it is what it is, right? I told people on the fucking show, I said, hey, call in, and if you're voting for Harris, I'll send you a shirt that says "Men for Kamala." I don't know why, but no one called in the show and said I'm a man for Kamala, but it is what it is, right? Again, these are politics. It's not my forte. I've never been into it. Why am I going to act like it's my forte now? But as far as my opinion, you want to hear it? That's why I think you're tuned in. You're going to fucking hear it, right? And straight from my chest. So the children is something me and the beautiful smoking sexy hot wife absolutely believe. RFK changed the schedule, gente. He recently changed the schedule because they've been linking esas pinche picaderas with the high increasing 300%. 300% is the amount that the rate de autismo has increased in the children from the 80s until now. 300%. And there's some people say there's a correlation between that and what was the original schedule of picaderas. That means the baby's born and they already want to go like this to it. She said, hell no, to the point where she homeschooled. Okay. And, but anyways, and we did similar things, and we go to holistic doctors, and we don't believe in taking a pill for nothing. We don't take a fucking pill for nothing. We're going to find the holistic, natural way because we believe God created our bodies to be able to not only heal themselves, but to do more than that, right? They have everything to be self-sufficient. All you need is God, and all you need is some natural shit like our ancestors. So the children was one of her big things. I'm totally on board with her when she says that. Families is another thing. Because again, California is trying to be the bully to all 50 states and trying to break down the family model. Just like the internet. The internet will pump someone up and be like, oh, you know what? You're happier being single the rest of your life. You don't need a family. Be independent. Be a grinder. Be a hustler. Get your money and all this other stuff. And then you're 50-something years old, sitting alone, no children, with nothing to do, and you've been doing the same shit since you were a teenager, and you realize, fuck, I think I took the wrong advice. So, you know, California is, again, for that, right? And I'm not saying that's for everyone. You know, a family model. Maybe it's not. I'll leave that up to you. Shit, man. But to me, I believe the way God intended us, man and women, to be together was for the production and the reproduction of human beings, right? And to multiply, that way we can experience like the love of the Father to his Son, and that way we can have a full experience on this earth. But again, she's for family model, which I'm 100% for the family model. And the last thing is, she said for freedom, man. If we can advocate anything, is that, hey, say it with your chest and say what you want to say. And whatever you want to say, you know, is shouldn't emotionally trigger me. It shouldn't want me to clock you in the mouth. It shouldn't want none of that. Because if you do that, for one, you're weak. You know, that means you're giving away your power. When you show other people your frustrations, when you show other people that, all this other shit, right? It's because you're a weak beta individual. And you don't have templanza. Templanza means self-control, right? Men are supposed to have self-control. That way we can be the head of the family. That way we can lead our family correctly. Let's hear things unbiasedly, objectively, okay? And let's go ahead and make sure that our decisions are for the betterment of our family, right? That's what God wants from the man, right? So she's all for families. She's all for freedom. I'm excited for mi amiga. It's not going to be a long video. Maybe you'll see me on this one right here called the California Brief. If she so wants me to be on there, I will absolutely be on there, amiga. But I'm pumped up for you. And again, I know, amiga, I know you're going to go after Democrats, amiga, because that's just what you do, right? It was funny. It was, I think it was, oh, you know what? Let me go ahead and I'm going to play a clip of when I had mi amiga on the show. This is a crazy clip, gente. She's talking about she was there during January 6th, where we all know now, unless you're like this, and I don't want to hear it. I get it. Some people don't want to hear it because who the messenger is, right? Some people have problems with certain messengers. He's white, he's black, he's brown, he's a Democrat, he's a Republican, whatever it is, right? That's, to me, that's that old gang-banging mentality on where you're programmed to hate someone without even getting to know the person. But the internet is open to everyone, man. A lot of people are weak and very gullible, right? She was there on January 6th, and it just came out last year about the summertime, maybe around the fall time, that now there are going to be federal agents, at least over 40 of them, that are going to face prosecution for planting people there, for opening doors, for setting the whole thing up, where some people still, oh, people died. Well, guess who was behind that? I hate to burst your bubble. But the Democrats were behind it. I hate to say it. Okay, it just is what it is. Say it with your fucking chest, all right? The Democrats were 100% behind January 6th. Let's hear what mi amiga has to say, though, all right? Make it a little bit bigger. This is her being at the Capitol and what she saw on January 6th.
I mean, we all knew it. You know, logical people knew it. I was there. I saw the kind of the officers that were situated. I mean, I saw the whole situation, right? I was on stage. We were talking about California vaccine policies, and I'm standing there and I hear all the stuff behind me, and I'm like, what? We're all like, what's going on? We look, and you can see that the officers were opening up the gates for people to walk in. I mean, it was all just crazy. And I'm glad finally that the information is coming out. I mean, it was very chaotic and very upsetting to see so many people get caught up in something that was led by the federal government.
And who was behind the whole thing? The theme of the show has been
Democrats. I mean, we all knew.
I mean, I kid you not. I mean, gente, she was saying that the whole interview. She was like, the Democrats, and it is what it is. Hey, that's her lane. Let her do what she does and do it well. What I can respect is that she does it and she created her own lane. She's not a copycat. She's not a copy and paste. She's doing what she does and she's doing it unapologetically. Guess what? When you become yourself, and you live your life not giving a shit about the comment section or what anyone has to say unapologetically, then you truly get to live your life, right? Because it'll blow you away how fast motherfuckers will forget about you after you pass away. Here today, they're crying about you for a week, maybe 2, and you're gone. And you wanted to live for what people thought? Chale Street. All right, you guys, do me a favor, man. Hit that pinchy like button below. Hit the like button right there if you like this kind of content right here. And then hit that pinchy chinga tu madre, all the trolls and haters and stalkers. You're just trying to get content off of me. Hit the pinchy chinga tu madre, man. That's all you got to do is hit that shit. You got to pay to play one way or another, baboso. And I highly appreciate you guys, man. I look forward to her podcast. I'm so pumped for it. Maybe I'll be a guest. Maybe we'll cross-stream. We can both cross-stream if we both stream on YouTube. And I'll show her how to do it. You guys, gente, don't forget to help others move in excellence. It's going to bless them. It's going to bless you at the same damn time. Gente, I'm out to the next episode. The voice of the raza on YouTube is ChicanoTube. I'll see you on the next one.